Hi guys, I've only got my makeup half on and I decided, you know what, I need to do a tutorial. Why? Well, first of all, I wanted to try a lipstick that my boss got me, and y'all know that I'm really only a fan of this, which is my Chanel, because it lasts all day. It's upside down, but anyway. So, yeah. But I'm going to try this. I'm not even using a lip liner because I don't think this will be on that long. But it is a wonderful and luxurious product. It is this. It is Gucci. And it's called Gucci Lip. Audacious Color Intense Lipstick. And then, of course, they have to say it again in French. And the color is 190 Wild Amarina. So it's Gucci Lip Audacious, actually, is what it's called. Can you see that? Good. Okay, this is a substantial piece of packaging, you guys. I mean, that is so heavy. Okay. Here is how it looks on the top. It's very sleek. I'll put it here. You can see it's a little larger than a normal lipstick tube. And what's really pretty is when you open it. Look at the black and gold stripe. And then look at the little Gucci symbols. Isn't that pretty? It is so heavy. I don't know what they did to make it so heavy. Actually, the lid's really heavy. But okay, so I'm going to put this on, and I am using my view, the screen to do it. And it's very dark for my complexion. However, I do like wearing a red lip. And that looks a little more pointy. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how it does. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a pointy look in that for my Cupid's bow. Okay. So that's it on that. We'll try it. I'll see. I want to light lipstick. It's just it doesn't stay on me. So we'll see. Plus, then you're always worried. Like, I'm drinking a cup of coffee this morning, right? So there is nothing on my coffee. But watch. Okay. My Chanel doesn't do that. This doesn't do that. It does not come off. There's so many reasons why I like that. But because this was a gift and because it's so luxurious and beautiful, I'm going to try it. I'm also going to try this one more time today. I reviewed it yesterday, and I'm going to try it one more time. I'm very upset. I'm probably going to return it, but I will try it one more time. I have to keep it in the little velvet that it came in, which is nice and all. It's just like the Chanel ones. And it's such pretty packaging. This kind of pale blush pink. Just beautiful. But look how it won't close. It's because of the little pad that it comes with. Because when I take that out, it closes just fine. So you may say, why not just keep it? You know, I probably will. Because I have used it a bunch of times now. Well, a couple of times. And just use your finger and don't use the pad. So then you would put it right here. It's pink toned. You can instantly see a difference in the fact that it's pink toned, can't you? Look how pink that looks compared to that. So it is. It doesn't look like it, does it? It looks almost peach, but it's not. But this is what you use. I don't know. Can you tell the difference? This camera is not probably good enough. Let me get really close and see if you can tell the difference. In my pores. Look at the pores on this side where you can see them, and that side where they're hidden. Look at my nose. Let's just go straight down it and see if it fills them. It does. It's a good pore filler. And all these things are some kind of a, probably a silicone-based product that just, it's so fine and buttery that it goes down into the pores and fills them up. When you do that, then you don't really see them either. Look how I did that one twice, how much pinker it is. So this is almost like a blush. Oh my gosh. So you keep that in mind. I was going to put it here to fill in these. course, in these. So I'm going to go a little further out this time and down. Now, what you can't do because of the pinkness is go under your eyes. I also wanted to point out today that I use, now here's the thing, what I do with my messy finger, it's that kind of do it in my palm, because it is just a little left over. It is just a little bit of silicone, really, and so even rub my fingers together, I don't even feel it anymore. Y'all, this ring is too big. Look how cute. Yep. Oh, well. Huh. That is my Jean Doucet Absolute. Isn't that beautiful? Absolute is a CZ version of his stones and settings, and he says he can't even tell the difference. I don't believe that. I'm sure that's to sell his absolutes, but he can make a lot more money, guys, selling just one of his diamonds, because this diamond would probably be about $30,000 if it were real. But he wants to be able to expand his brand to people who can't afford his diamonds, which I think is cool. And I'm sure also it's an area that he could make business in, because not many people can afford his diamonds. Of course, he's out in Beverly Hills, so I think, yeah, they can. So, anyway. All right, so we're going to finish up what I began. What to do with it? There it is. Okay. I started out this morning with the new Decay Smokey palette. And I had showed this to y'all yesterday and as a haul, and just love the packaging because it's plastic and it's magnetized. It's not that metal that the last two that came out with, and I really don't like that. I've already done a little bit. I am going to go back and do a little more highlighting because I really love this color. And I tell you, when this palette runs out of this color, because this is the greatest highlighter color, and it's the very first one called High. It's this one right here. Can you see how it's very sparkly? But in the pan. And I'm sure if I wet it or use Fix Plus or something, it would be on the skin. But just straight on with the brush, it is not that bad. And so it looks really, really good for highlighting, and but the inner corner and under the brow, and it's not so glittery that you go, okay, that's overboard. Now this next one's called Dirty Sweet, and I'm going to use my finger because your finger tends to do better with applying a glittery look, and I'm just going to do that kind of to the inner and middle of my lid, and that's just to give another pop of color. And I'm going to blend that out a little bit. And this, just putting my finger in it, it's very, it feels like a lot of moisture or a creamy base. And so that's good. That means it's going to stay on longer. So, there you go. And I've already put this, this highlight color on the inner eye, but I will go ahead and blend this out a little bit now because I did kind of overdo it on the crease and the outer V. Just so you know today what I used. Sorry, let me pull that down so it won't be so bad on you. I used, in the crease, a mixture of Radar and Armor, these two colors right here. And then in the outer V, I used Smolder, and I also used Smolder. This is kind of the purpley shade of the group. Under my eyes also, and then I also, with the pencil brush, so it's a little wider. I don't normally do this, but I decided to today. I put Password, which is kind of like a slate gray. And I just kind of wanted, oh, and you can put this back in there. I am liking this palette, you guys. So I hope you like it. And now I'm going to finish up. Y'all know there's a few more things that I do. I did also want to tell you, this is something I hauled a while back, but I haven't reviewed it, and that is the Chanel eye primer. Guys, this stuff's awesome. I like it better than any eye primer. And I think I figured out, because the other day I used my Urban Decay eye primer again, and my eyes get irritated. So I don't think it's the It Cosmetics eyeliner brush. We'll see, because I'm fixing to use it again. Oh, this is Master Drama by Maybelline. I think that's the, is that a stick? Yeah, I'll use it. But anyway, I've been using my It Cosmetics waterproof no tug gel eyeliner, and it has not irritated my eyes. So I think it was the Urban Decay primer potion. When I use the Chanel, I'm not having the problem. So, of course, because Chanel's so expensive. But I'm going to go ahead and use this for my waterline. And this is drugstore. You can get this at any Walgreens, Rite Aid, wherever you get drugstore makeup. Ulta also serves drugstore. This is Midnight Master. And this is made by Maybelline, New York. And it's the Master Drama. And I do like it. We'll see if it stays on, because they all claim to, but you know, a lot of them within an hour they're off and you have to reapply them, and you don't have to do that with It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Liner. It stays on all day long. Now, I also am going to see, does this irritate my eyes? So, there's that. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my eyelash curler. This is my Chanel one. I also like my Max Factor one and my Mary Kay one. I think my Mary Kay one is my absolute favorite one. The Chanel one I like because look how short that is. And what while that's important is the shorter that is rather than longer. See how I can put that on my lid and just roll my lashes right back up without pinching the skin. And if you want to get really close, then, you know, you almost pinch your skin to do it. So I'm bouncing this a little, and then I'm letting it out just a little and curling it more back towards, see how I've turned my hand up, and I put the eyelash curl a little bit back more towards the socket. So again, I just put this right on the lid. Sorry, it's hard to do this with something in your hand. Let me do it this way. So you can see I put this right on the lid, and it pops the lashes right up when you do it that way. Like, you don't pinch them that way. Now, because I just did that with something actually in front of my hand versus being right in front of the mirror, I'm not sure I got them all. That's the only thing. So let me do that again. Because if you don't get them and you curl your lashes, you are in danger of causing the ones that you don't get below to be kind of mashed downward. And you can see that when you start trying to apply your mascara and all these little lashes are... See, that just popped right up. Part of it is because I'm using my right hand, and it's much easier to use it than to cross over your face. So if you could get it to be like left-handed, that would be incredible. If you'll notice, I do a lot more than a couple of seconds. And that is because once I use my mascara, this is set for all day, and they are just straight up. And if you'll also notice, sorry guys, I'm going to have to, there. I'm doing this twice, and I hold it a long time. One of the reasons I do it twice is because when you do kind of your first drag at it, or your first pull, or what am I trying to say? Your first crimping, whatever you want, because that is what you're doing, is you're crimping them. You see, I just pulled it out a little, and I'm curling it back more. Like, see how I'm going more back? I was up, now I'm going back and bouncing it a little, and I'm done. And then the first thing I do, just so y'all know, I don't remember if I ever do this on screen, is take a tissue and wipe that off really good. You just go back and forth and just make sure that, look right here and make sure there's no mascara there, because that means you got it, and no mascara inside here. And that way you can use these little, they have these little rubber cushions that, you know, they usually give you an extra, but you want to keep it clean. And occasionally throughout the week, I will also use a makeup wipe to wipe this down, just to make sure there's no fibers left on this, there's no mascara at all left on this that could have come off your lashes. Because sometimes, even when you really clean your lashes, excuse me, you don't get it all. Oh, I'm going to keep using this mirror. This is the most wonderful scent right now. I love having this going. This is the warm caramel cider, and I know it's the wrong time of year, but I don't care. My mascara is almost out, so I hope this even works today. I need to go get some new mascara. This is the Chanel Inimitable, which y'all know is my all-time favorite. I tip my lashes first. See how I'm just going towards the ends and tipping over them. All the way in, all the way out a few times. That wets the ends, and now I'm going to go back. I'm actually going to do that twice because I'm really going to go for a big look today. And I'm combing through from the base. I start on the outer part of the eye and then go inward. And you go from the base to the tip, and then you re-tip them. And I always tip them towards the inner ones, towards the nose a little bit to get these little ones. And see how that makes them look more fanned out. And I tip these down a little. See how that fans them out? Can you see that? And I do this all pretty quickly. I don't know if you're noticing I'm doing this pretty quickly. Now I'm doing the under eye area. And I'm mainly getting just going back and forth. And that puts a little bit of the mascara right on the skin at the base of the lash, and that's fine. It's just like when you try to, what am I trying to say? Smudge something under the eye. I look so white today. I guess it's the lighting. My goodness. All right, anyway, I'm going to get some more. We're going to do the other eye. Now, I do this twice. So you see, I've tipped them once. See how there's a lot of mascara on there? It's not all in the right direction, just getting it on there. Tipping the outer ones really good. Getting those inner ones really good. Now I'm going to come back through and comb it through. Starting on the outside, at the base, going to the middle. Whoop, I've got a big gloop there. Let's get that back in there. Okay. I didn't see what happened to that gloop, y'all. And normally I don't. Okay, so I'm doing this where I have got the little ones on the inside. I'm going to point them towards the nose again. I'm going to point these kind of outward and down. Then I'm going to come back through it again. Why do I do that? It's because it gives it a very fanned out effect, and it makes your lashes look maybe more fuller, maybe more longer. Now, I got a boo-boo. See the boo-boo? I wonder if that candle's bothering me, y'all. No, I was laughing so hard yesterday. One of my friends was so funny at work. She was just like, we're all going to die because all this ISIS stuff. I know that's not funny at all. But just the way she said it with her southern drawl, we're all going to die. We're going to die, that's for sure. We just don't know how yet. Each one of us, some of us a hospital, some of us a terrible accident. You know, we can't pick it. Just ask the Lord to help us endure our deaths. And know that if you are a Christian, it's a really good reason to be one. It is, your body will go through death, but your spirit will leave immediately. And you will be instantly with Christ. He promised. Okay, there's that goop. I wondered what happened to that. Right on camera, a real boo-boo happened. See, I love that. Apparently, oh, I see what it is. It's where it's been drying around the edge. And so, yeah, that messed me up again. So I'm just going to fix it real quick. Sometimes you can use a, I could just use my finger that time because it hadn't dried at all. But sometimes you need to get a little Q-tip. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to straighten this back out because then they got all mooshed up. And the good thing about this mascara wand, you guys, is it's a comb. So it's in the shape of a spoolie, but they're hard. They're prickly. And so it's a comb. And so it comes through the mascara real easily. So anyway, I think I do need to go get a little Q-tip on that because it dried a little too quick. Now, one thing is, I haven't gone way over here, but I'm going to actually finish this up. I always do 2 coats. So that was just 1 coat. And I am going to re-tip it out because now it's a little dried. Also, normally I don't do this so from the bottom, and I think when you do that, you bend your lashes back, and that's when they hit in your crease. And actually, you can do one of 2 things. I'm going to show you something else instead of fix the problem. Okay, so you can see these are just great lashes. I'm going to tip these lower lashes. Can you see that? Towards the nose. And just get really feathery lashes. I'm going to do that over here too. I didn't tip them. Towards the nose and down. And these out. And just making sure that you can actually see the lashes. And here's the thing. I like to kind of have them goop together a little bit. I'm going for a really thick, big look. So, there we go. I did bend that back, so now it's touched my lid a few times. So there is 1 or 2 things you can do. You can go get something to clean that, or you can go over it. Just kind of make that problem a part of what you're doing. So that's what I'm going to do. Where's that Smoky kit? Well, I happen to have it right here. So I can do 1 or 2 things. I can either use the gold, or I can use the black, or both. I don't know. Let's try using the gold. I'm going to put it right over it and smooth that out where it was a boo-boo. Well, it's gone, so. But I am going to, no, I don't need to add any more into the crease, so I think that's okay. Anyway, I hope that this, I think I might have, because those were still wet. I may have caused them to go a little in that direction when I kind of swooped it that way. I can't come up with words when I'm doing this stuff. Anyway, I hope that looks good to you. And, oh, one other thing that I got to do, maybe this is why it looks so white. But you know what part of it is where I used my, the YSL. So I wonder if that has to do with it. I always do a little bit of blush on my cheeks. I already had on my bronzer. But I need a little blush, clearly. I'm going in a circle right on the apple of my cheek and then coming up. Right on the apple and up. And sometimes I have these little dimple things, so sometimes I go down a little too. And also as you get older, this drops. And so it does look a little bit good if you do that. I'm also going to put a little on my nose so I don't look so bright today. And this is my trusty Chanel Rose Bronze, number 2. So anyway, sorry that was so long, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye!